Hello Sheeple, this is Sketches, and this is his introductory video to SKetChY StatE. Now SKetChY StatE can only happen when a sheep is hanging on the z-axis from the back of the stage, and then he's knocked down, and he re-grabs the stage as he's falling down, and he comes right back up. You'll notice the blue sheep, he's going to fall down from the back of the stage, from the z-axis, and re-grab from the bottom. When blue sheep comes back up, he's in SKetChY StatE. The next hit that he takes will stun him and put him in a half pin state. If you don't occupy the same space like a regular pin, it will wear off. But if you do, all the same rules from a pin are applied. You can't pull a block and kill him. All you have to do is just sit there, wait as the stage is falling, and climb up at the very last minute. If you're blue sheep, you don't have to do any of this. So for example, here you'll see orange sheep lose, even though he placed them in a pin, because blue sheep has advantage. So let's review. SKetChY StatE can only happen when a sheep is sidling on the z-axis after being knocked down from the opponent and he re-grabs the stage. So we're going to set it up. Orange sheep is hanging off on the z-axis, gets knocked down, re-grabs the stage, and he climbs back up. He's in SKetChY StatE. The next hit he takes puts him in the half pin. And remember, you can't pull a block to kill, and blue sheep has the advantage. By the way, I've also tried to do a dragon punch when they're in this SKetChY StatE half pin, but it wears off and the opponent can react and dodge the dragon punch. So it's not viable. SKetChY StatE is something to be aware of and to be actively seeking it out in combat. Because of how rare the scenario may be, it's best just to understand the properties and how it works, so that when you're put in that situation, you know what to do. One of the weirder things about the SKetChY StatE is how long the grace period is. Blue sheep at the moment is in SKetChY StatE, and right now you're going to see blue sheep and orange sheep climb together. Blue sheep, he can push and pull at this moment, but if he sidles, he's going to fall down. Or if he gets hit by the opponent's sheep, he gets put in the half pin. So if you remember, blue sheep is in SKetChY StatE, so it's lasted for quite a while. The next hit he takes puts him into half pin position, so you'll notice that the grace period is very forgiving. Keep in mind that when they're in this SKetChY StatE half pin position and you hit them with a pillow, they sidle and they can come right back up. Be aware that when you're in SKetChY StatE and there's a block that naturally would save you if you were to get hit by an opponent, in SKetChY StatE, you don't naturally fall down to it. You would stay pinned, and if the sheep were to leave and occupy the same space and hit you anywhere else on the map, you would still go through the animation of falling onto that block. Let me show you SKetChY disabled state. If you dive kick or dive kick cancel on a sheep when there's a natural block that would catch them, they'll be put in a half pin. And then if you let them move afterwards, they're stuck in a running animation, which I like to call moonjogging. In this SKetChY disabled state, they can't push or pull. They can only climb up. If they sidle, they fall over. And it's a really fast altered state fall. When you're in SKetChY state, there's only one way to remove it. All you have to do is just sidle and land safely. Sometimes there's some inconsistency, and you're going to have to sidle and land safely twice. And then you can push and pull like a natural normal sheep. As orange or blue sheep, especially orange sheep, when you put the opponent in SKetChY state and they're left in the half pin, you can walk off and immediately attack them, and they'll be stuck in the animation of landing on the block that was naturally supposed to save them. So if you time it just at the very end, it's a secured safe kill.